Hey Sagittarius, Ali from Indigo Ascension. Welcome to your weekly quick read for the week beginning February the 1st. We had that full moon in Leo last week. We have Mercury going retrograde in Aquarius this week. We also have Venus entering Aquarius. There's a stellium of Aquarian placements across January into February, but I wanted to focus the quick reads this week on this concept of retrogrades being all icky, sticky, and not happy. Sure, the past comes back to play, and let's look at that. Let's look at the possibilities there. Like, if I was strongly connected into my sense of self, who I am, what my values are, what my boundary lines are, what the end game, what my dreams are, more importantly, where I've come from and the wisdoms I have integrated from there, I will clearly understand who I am in the now. And I would be more likely to identify opportunities that cross my path and align with me very, very quickly. Subsequently, and just as quickly, I would be able to identify that which doesn't align to me. Yeah? So when we're strongly embodying that higher connection to self, it's going to create this fluidity. It's going to create this in and out, learning opportunity, observation. Great, that's wonderful. When we're unconscious to it and we're sort of in reaction mode, and then the snowball effect starts to hit, and I develop anxiety, uncertainty, and shoulda, coulda, woulda, and you know, when the past comes back to play, I'm thinking, is the grass greener, or have I made the right decision, or I'm second guessing choices that, you know, ideally I could have made in a very strongly empowered state. And that's the goal, yeah? Empaths is to feel our empathy in its empowerment, not in its old paradigms of feeling like it's a burden. So I wanted to structure the quick reads around that concept to do some thought provoking ideas, see what you guys thought of that. You know, like, we really can experience retrogrades in their higher octaves. It doesn't have to be the regular old drudgery of, oh my god, it's retrograde, this, that, or the other. And as I've said to all of the zodiacs at the beginning of the year, when I kicked off the quick reads, it was very much me picking up 3 levels of frequencies: those that are awakening and having aha moments, and realizing that deeper shifts need to happen, or there are deeper desires there that they want to start following. Secondly, those that are awakening to the need to do that shadow work and clearing their path in order for 3. That 3rd level is experiencing cosmic frequencies in their higher octaves, and that's all planetary placements are. There is a science to this thing of astrology placements, you know, that planet plus that planet equals that planet, and they're all in relation to each other like a recipe mix. Without one, it's going to feel and look like this. With this one, it's going to look like this. And there's maths and there's frequencies, because everything's at degrees, yeah? So when that hits us as a collective conscious energy, it's going to impact the collective in different ways. So that's how I wanted to structure this week's quick reads, is to really look at hidden and unseen energies, Saggy, challenge energies, and the need. This might reflect your connection with that recent full moon in Leo. It might reflect your experience of Mercury retrograde over the next few weeks. It might reflect your experience with all this heavy Aquarian placement. So trust your own intuition and judgment and find where it resonates for you. Underneath the deck, my friend, you've got the Ace of Cups. There is a refresh to the emotional body. Maybe there is a birth, a new beginning in love. So take it however it resonates. The last few moon cycles have been relevant. I also want to say the next 3 months of moon cycles are relevant for you too. After a time of feeling like you were trapped, okay, a prisoner of your own mind, feeling like, look at this clearing, holy dooly. There was a long way to experience some sense of victory, okay? After having to close massive karmic chapters, old ways, old commitments, old binds, okay? And it started from the mind. It started by working with the realms of the mind. And now there's this promise of an emotional reset, okay? I feel like I'm connecting to many Saggies that have been doing that, okay? So again, watch the moon cycles. We've just had a full moon. Then we're going to have a new moon in a couple of weeks, and watch what it's building up to. And again, I want to rewind you back to the last 3 months of moon cycles have been relevant for you guys too, okay? There's a new beginning here. There's the birth of a new. Is what I do want to say. I'm even going to say there's a bigger story at play as far as the last 8 years. rewind back to Capricorn season as well, which we've only just closed off. Hidden and unseen. Now, I've said this to all of the zodiacs. This has not yet arrived on your timeline, so it's perhaps unexpected. And when Mercury retrogrades, the past can come back. Doesn't necessarily have to be the past. It could have been an opportunity connected to the past that you missed. It could literally be anything. So, hidden and unseen, despite the fact, like, there's life here. That's relevant for someone. It could literally be a pregnancy. There is life force, a reinvigoration of love and life force. This is hidden and unseen. The sun is about to shine for you after a time of really doing. Perhaps you were really focused on doing a lot of deep inner work, okay, when it comes to closing old chapters. Like you haven't, and I could literally be connecting to Sagittarians that are still sort of coming out of this, you know, still feeling a little bit raw and naked and still having that sigh after a big cry. But what's at play is this refresh to the emotional body, you know, a beautiful new opportunity. Like, and the Ace of Cups can certainly rule a birth when I see it in conjunction with this. This is the birth of the new you in many ways too. Now, what are you guys working with? Because I'm doing an ecliptical transition series on YouTube. You guys are working with 7th and 1st house energy. So this is all about me versus we. This is about now grounding higher wisdom down into the daily routine, your daily life, your service work. You've also done a lot of 8th house and 7th and 2nd house healings and clearings up to last year. All right. So interesting that the sun is a hidden. Like, there is life force here. There has been a purpose towards everything you've been through, is what I do want to say, if you feel like you're coming out of strong, challenging times. The challenge is this expression of emotions, okay? The King of Cups, unlike the Queen of Cups, does not necessarily communicate his emotions, but the higher octave of that energy is he is emotionally mature and intelligent for that reason. There's a new way for you, Saggy, to hold space for your emotions, for you to communicate emotional truth with this massive shift of changes in Saturn now. Saturn came out of Capricorn at the end of last year and entered Aquarius, where it will remain for 3 years. This is a larger 3-year story about how you safely hold space and begin a new journey when it comes to your emotions, emotional expressions. Like, there's safety in the mind, yeah, but it can become toxic, and something had to end here, okay? And maybe this is about developing a connection to heart space, emotional space, and being able to communicate it. Some beautiful cards, like, yeah, wow, look at this. Practical new beginnings. It might be because of a significant connection. It might be because of your desire to create foundations, as far like the Ace of Coins leads to the Ten of Coins. The Ten of Coins is the dynasty, the marriage, for the family, my future that I'm building, like this future version of myself that I'm wanting to develop, whatever the case may be. Like, you guys have come out of uncertainty, confusion, feeling stuck in old chapters, contracts, relationships, realities, workplaces even, careers. There's a like, you were wanting victory and just kept getting brick walls, is what I do want to say. And the solution lay in the mind, but it was within the mind that you also created brick walls, or found yourself coming up against the same brick wall. So it was about this deep journey into the heart space, is what I do want to say. Wow, new beginnings in love for a lot of you out there, a refresh to existing relationships, birth of new love too. And again, I'm going to say, like, that could literally be a physical birth, but certainly a rebirth of how you hold space for your emotional. But these are beautiful cards. Mercury retrograde's not too bad after all, Saggy. There you go, my dear. Something you're going to love, something practical, something tangible, a commitment, a marriage, a firming of a commitment, a career, a job opportunity, something that's going to make your heart sing, that resonates to your heart. It might, like, if this is career related, whether, you know, it could literally relate to your heart, like, like you can emotionally connect to it, or it could be because you're helping others with their emotions, whatever the case may be. So take it however it resonates, my friend. That was your quick read for the week beginning of February the 1st. I hope you got something out of that, Saji. Until next time, I was going to say, if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do so by heading above to the shop link, the Indigo Ascension shop link. And of course, if you're watching on YouTube, please do like, share, subscribe. Let your other empath, intuitive and sensitive friends know where to find the channel. Until next week, my friend, have an amazing week. Looks like a good one. Take care.